empty over here.
Hello, sir. Sorry, you need to wait. I called the supervisor for you.
For what? We don't need a supervisor.
I called the supervisor for you.
For what? I don't need a supervisor.
Okay. Can you
I don't need to wait. Don't touch this, bro.
I'm not touching you. I'm gonna call the police.
Call them. I don't care. What do these people think they are, dude? These people never learn. No.
You cannot record from the lobby, but you can record here from the vending machine.
What makes you say that?
I'm sorry?
What makes you say that?
What makes you say what?
What makes you say I can't record here in the public
record
area?
From here. I don't have a problem with you recording, but
Who are
can
you?
do it from here.
Who are you?
My name is Brittany. I'm the supervisor.
Alright, cool. You know this is a federal,
Correct.
a
But you can
public
record
building?
from here.
No, all this is a public area?
You can record from here, sir. Thank you.
Hold on. This is a public area?
Sir, you can record from
Answer
here.
my
I appreciate
question. Answer my question.
it. Sir, you can record from here.
Do you
Thank
want to have a cordial conversation or not?
We're having a cordial conversation, but I'm letting you know the instructions. You can record from here.
Why is that?
You can record from the vending machine.
Look, I've been here before, okay?
Okay.
I've worked on the stories here before. I'm going to walk around the public area. It's my right.
Sir,
So you can do what you got to do.
You can record from here.
Have a good day. You don't seem to understand and want to like have a cordial conversation.
Okay, sir, you can record from
All
here.
right, cool. Have a good day. I'm almost done.
Okay, sir, I'm going to ask you to put yourself over here.
Ma'am, I'm not.
This documentary opens by emphasizing the importance of knowing and exercising constitutional rights, particularly when interacting with government employees and law enforcement. In this case, a citizen enters a public government building to document conditions and gather information for a story. Almost immediately, staff members react negatively to the presence of a camera, despite the area being open to the public. Rather than addressing the situation calmly, supervisors are called, and tension begins to build. The narrator highlights a familiar pattern seen in many similar incidents. Lawful activity is treated as suspicious simply because it involves recording. The opening establishes the theme of accountability and public awareness, reminding viewers that transparency is a cornerstone of a free society and that filming in public spaces is not a crime.
I'm going to do it.
Sir, I just need you to stop over
Anything
here.
that's
You
open
can
to the
record.
public, anything that's open to
You
the
can
public,
record from here, sir.
and I can record anywhere there's public area.
No, you cannot. You can record
Yeah,
from here.
what will make you say such a
You
thing?
can record from here, or you can leave.
Well,
you can leave the premise.
I'm not leaving until I'm done with my story. I have all the rights to record here. All this is public, it's not restricted. Alright guys, so this is it. It's not much, these people never learn.
Yeah, let me say something.
Yeah, go ahead.
You have your wife.
Yeah, so why
I said,
you
Okay, I don't know. That's the supervisor.
I'm trying to let you
That's
know.
the one. If you want to.
She's wrong.
But you know, she's not the one.
She's wrong.
It's the Constitution of the United States.
Yeah,
Okay, I don't want to talk. Okay.
yeah, have a good day. She's wrong. I can record all anywhere it's public.
You need attention. I don't.
I know. I'm just letting you know.
It's fine. Leave. Just wait.
If they're not coming, we'll leave. If they're coming, I'm staying. So what is it? Are they coming?
You see me call somebody.
Ah, she did.
Okay, speak to her.
I don't. Maybe she told you were next to her. That's all. What's your name? What's your name?
You see me before. You told me.
Yeah, I know. But so why are we going through this?
I told you.
What happened last time?
Supervisor for you.
Listen, what happened last time?
Yes. Okay. You are.
Did you cancel that 911 call?
No, I did not. They're on their way.
Oh, okay, cool.
As the interaction continues, a supervisor attempts to impose arbitrary restrictions on where recording is allowed, claiming cameras may only be used near vending machines. The citizen respectfully challenges this assertion, asking for the legal basis behind such a rule. The conversation becomes repetitive, revealing a lack of understanding of public access areas and constitutional protections. Despite remaining calm, the citizen is pressured to move or leave before finishing his work. This segment illustrates a recurring issue in public buildings, where employees confuse internal preferences with enforceable law. The documentary underscores how confidently misinformation is often delivered, forcing citizens to defend rights that should already be well understood by public servants.
Vendor machine, they're not allowed to come in.
Correct. And I want
But from the vendor machine, that way you guys can record.
Bobby, hold on. That's not the way it works.
What's the way it
That's
works?
not, you know the way it works? This is a public area. This is a public area. I'm working on a story. Hold on, Albert. I'm working on a story on this DMV.
Okay.
This is all a public area. Anywhere that is public, I'm allowed to record. Just because they say and put boundaries wherever they want, that's not the way it works. I don't come here to antagonize anybody. I didn't interact with anybody. I come to take video, what I needed to take video of, and that's it. And I would have been, and I would have, hold on, I would have been out the door already. But since she called you guys because she wants to put boundaries on a public area in a public building, that's why I waited for you guys. Hopefully you guys do your jobs and educate them and her and let them know. I'm not sure. I'm almost done. I was basically
Are you guys
done.
here for an appointment or you're just here to record?
No, I'm here to work on my story.
Police are eventually called to the scene, escalating what should have been a simple clarification of policy. The citizen explains that he is working on a story and recording only common areas, avoiding personal information or restricted testing zones. Officers listen while attempting to balance employee complaints with constitutional obligations. The narration points out that no crime has been committed, no disruption has occurred, and no interference with services is evident. This portion highlights how law enforcement is frequently summoned not because of illegal behavior, but because public employees feel uncomfortable being observed. The presence of officers adds pressure, yet also creates an opportunity for education and correction.
What's your name and badge number?
I'm Garcia, 8933.
Okay, cool. What's your name?
Marredo 10136.
All right, you know this is my constitutional right to record in a public
We've
building.
dealt with you a bunch of times.
So
we
then
know.
you guys
we
know
know
the-
your deal.
so the-
okay, that's why I'm asking you how long are you going to be
You
here
guys,
so I can let her know how long you're going to be.
you know what I really want to do? I want to catch you guys educating her. That's it. You don't want to look professional in front of the camera?
No, I don't.
You don't want to look professional in front of the camera?
No, I don't.
You took an oath, right, to defend the Constitution against foreign
Okay,
foreign
but I also
and domestic.
we're not
So
we're
then
not
why are
making
you
a
not
show.
doing that?
Okay, well, go do what you
We're
got to
not making
do.
a show.
You're-
I'm
why
gonna
you're
go
not
talk to her.
honoring
I'm not making a show.
But I need to make sure that you guys.
You
I
can
don't.
tell her that this is a
Can I
constitutionally
talk now?
protected right.
Can I talk now? I heard you guys. Thank you. Okay. I don't want to do a show here, right?
I'm not.
But
I
we're
didn't come to
wait.
interact with nobody.
That's why I'm asking. How long are you guys going to be here? So
I don't know
Hey, listen, I'm gonna be here.
yet. When you guys leave, I'll leave. That's the way it's gonna work.
You guys are already done with. What
When you guys leave, I'll leave. That's it. That's the way it's gonna work, man.
10 on your oath.
You gotta let them speak.
That's all right.
have a testing area. They over allowing them in the testing area. They can't come in there because we're not.
I'm not here for nobody's personal information. That's number one.
During the discussion with officers, the citizen calmly explains First Amendment protections, the lack of expectation of privacy for government employees, and the concept of recording what is visible for public spaces. He clarifies that capturing personal information would be counterproductive and is not his intent. Officers begin to acknowledge these points, recognizing that recording in common areas is lawful. This segment exposes a critical truth. Many confrontations persist longer than necessary because officials rely on assumptions rather than law. The documentary emphasizes that professionalism includes understanding constitutional limits, not enforcing personal comfort zones.
Two, if I put anybody's personal information on my video, it gets flagged. I'm not here for that. That's just an excuse for them to tell you that because they don't like to be recorded. Now, number three, I'm almost done. That's a testing area. I never went through there at all. I can. Yes, I know what I'm doing. Yes, I can, but I didn't. You see that guy with the blue shirt? I walked up to where that pole's at. I went like this, and I came this way. I don't care about the testing area, but I am going to record it. I'm recording everything in this building, in the common areas. That's it.
Common areas.
Very calmly, respectful. That's it.
Just
That's it.
avoid
Yeah.
getting any anybody's personal information.
Of course, I can't do that, and I'm not here for that.
Avoid
I give you my word on that.
Any testing. 'Cause
Of course, I don't.
Then they're like, it's cheating. You're putting it online. You know, we're trying to
That's
avoid all
listen, and another thing,
That's understandable.
and another thing. These cameras right here is the same as mine. Want to know why? I can request them and post them online as well. It's the same
When
thing.
they request them, they blur things out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, of course.
But
But
it-
our intentions aren't to capture personal information.
Yeah.
we know this. They don't know this.
I appreciate you going telling her. You know, this is what we want to see. You guys honoring your oath. That's it.
That's all. That's all.
If you guys get caught, but this wasn't necessary at all. I would have left already. I told her, and I was very nice and polite.
Walking around, make sure that you don't record
no,
the
of course
areas
not.
from the stations.
No, I don't.
or the
never our
testing areas.
intention.
That's not my
Anything
intention.
else?
I was just counting how many workers were working. My people want to see how many workers, how many people, how packed it is, how they treat.
As tensions ease, officers speak with staff members and reinforce that recording in public areas is permitted. The citizen remains patient, stating he will leave once officers finish their involvement. This moment reflects how accountability often only arrives after law enforcement intervention, even when no violation exists. The narration stresses that this encounter could have been avoided entirely through basic rights awareness. The citizen's persistence leads to a clear acknowledgement that boundaries cannot be invented in public buildings. This section reinforces the idea that cameras are not threats, but tools that ensure transparency and lawful behavior.
The people from a distance, that's it. But they feel uncomfortable. They're government employees. They got no expectation of privacy.
We told them.
Awesome.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
I really do.
You guys have a good day, all right? All right, guys. So there you have it for that. And we're going to do a victory lap. I guess. Huh? They can't. It's my right to record here.
But you can just walk in without.
Yeah, of course. I'm recording. I'm recording the building. And this is it, guys. We're doing a victory lap right here and showing her that I can record here. We're out of here. All right, man. Have a good day. You see what you guys just did? You wasted their time. I still walked around there, and they told your little supervisor I'm allowed to do that. So next time I come here, I expect you guys not to tell me nothing. And that's why I came. Walk around, I was gonna leave, but you guys decided to be like, no, and call the cops. That's why I stayed. So I hope you learned something new again today.
The documentary concludes with the citizen completing a final walkthrough, demonstrating that he can lawfully record without interference. The closing narration connects this incident to a broader pattern of attempted right suppression through intimidation and misinformation. It highlights the plain view doctrine and reminds viewers that police and government employees are accountable to the public. The final message is clear. Rights are most vulnerable when people do not understand them. This case serves as a reminder that peaceful documentation protects both citizens and institutions. The documentary ends with a call to action. Stay informed, remain respectful, and always record law enforcement interactions to preserve accountability and freedom.
Kenapa puluh? Apa dulu? Warna-warna ini karena kita setir ini kira-kira terus kalau setir यार ये बताओ 9 से किसी कितने की है यार झाड़ू मशीन की 13,000 उसमें क्या है यार लाख कैसे होता है यार मशीन लाख कैसे होता है काट मशीन की क्या मुँह मशीन बताओ मीशो में ऐसा कोई मशीन है जिससे मतलब मीशो से सामान बेच सके इससे बना के अगर तुमको महीने का 18,000 अगर तुमको महीने का 18,000 कुछ नहीं यार आए करती बस समझती नहीं कुछ यार मैं सोचता हूँ कि तुमको चिढ़ा सोचता हूँ कि तुमको चिढ़ा बहुत